In 1891, after the passing of her brother, King David kākou, Lili'uokalani became Queen of the Hawaiian Kingdom. She set out to construct a new constitution that would restore the power of the monarchy, voting rights for her people, and destroying the bayonet constitution. While Lili'u was working hard, a group of sugarcane men that called themselves the Committee of Safety heard about the news and secretly planned to overthrow the Queen, to continue business and making it under U.S. control. On January 17, 1893, the sugar businessman told U.S. Minister Stevens lies that Lili'u's new constitution would lead to chaos and demanded for help. The committee claimed that they needed military forces for their false things, and they told him, so that he ordered U.S. Marines to land on the island at 5 o'clock that evening. They marched and pointed their guns at the palace. Although U.S. troops were on her land illegally, she refused to engage them. The Queen did not want any bloodshed and trusted that the U.S. would fix this action. President Harris agreed to take over the Hawaiian Kingdom, but his reign was over, and Grover Cleveland was the new president. He reviewed the facts and removed the treaty from progress. In this act, he sent Senator James Blunt to investigate the islands. And almost a year later, he submitted to the president his findings, and Cleveland went to the Congress. He stated that it was an act of war that was due to false pretexts, which he opposed, annexing the Hawaiian Kingdom to the U.S. and restore Lili'u to her proper authority. The Committee of Safety refused to listen to their own president and made Sanford B. Dole their president of a new name, the Republic of Hawaii. A new president of the United States, William McKinley, pushed for U.S. expansion. The people of Hawaii took action, and more than 38,000 people signed the Ku'e petition for the refusal of the annexation of Hawaii. With the Ku'e petition, Lili'u's protests, and the facts, the annexation failed, but the Republic of Hawaii did not give up. They made an unlawful treaty that was passed and signed by Sanford B. Dole, even though he had no power of passing Hawaii over to the United States. On July 6, 1898, the U.S. claimed to annex over the Hawaiian Kingdom and took their crown and government lands. Lili'u was imprisoned in her very own palace on her bedroom on the second floor. She spent 5 years in prison doing hard labor and stayed in her room for 8 months. She spent her time saying her daily prayers, devotion, music composition, crochet work, and quilting. She could not reach out to her people or any outside world, for she could not receive news from the newspaper wrapped around flowers she was given. Lili'u's life was spent ruling and caring for her people as best as she could. She passed on November 11, 1917, not able to see her kingdom be restored.
Ka pono sivila o ke kanaka.